You guys can play. We'll start when there's more people.
Yeah. Must will me. Yeah, in this. What of you? I don't know the topic. What about the topic?
James, the topic is in the chat box.
Okay, I see. Wait, legend. Okay. Okay. So we need to play some other game. Play Battle Royale. What's in team? Team. What's the name? First time. Much better. Okay, I will. Wow. See. Okay. Skip now. Wait, okay. America. Yeah, I'm good. Oh, come on, bro. Oh, unicorn. Unicorn. team. The problem. I think that the now we got to the game of game. Oh, maybe it's so hard. I just. Oh, what? What? Ooh. 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 Yeah. Maybe the mud. I also tell people to. Or I True. It's true. And true. What's the bro that thing that's I should whoa. Oh. Okay. Just celebrate. You stupid. Now, two people. I march. What's better than our this? Bro, no, go and rock and maybe matchups. Whoa. Rotten. Now it's time to die. I thought something was stick. Rolling stick.
Should we start?
I see.
Nat and Ethan, should we start? Or you want the game longer?
Is the game done?
I'm not sure. You want to wait? All right. When you want to start, you can let James to end the game. Okay? Yeah.
Celebrate. Now it's time. Stupid. Did. Oh. not. Now, it's time to clean. Okay,
Okay, after this round, we'll start.
but we don't have egg. No, maybe win. No.
Oh, I was gonna say let's start now.
Yep, let's start now.
James, can you turn off the cam, please? Thank you.
Share the screen. Great. Hello, everyone. Today's lesson. Today, our topic is myths and legends. So let's start right away. So first of all, myths and legends. A myth is a traditional story, especially one concerning the early history of a people or explaining a natural or social phenomenon, and typically involving supernatural beings or events. And oopsie, like that. And a legend is a traditional story, sometimes popularly regarded as historical, but not authenticated. For example, here we have Greek mythology. This is Heracles, or Hercules, as some people call him. And this is the legend of King Arthur. Anyone have any question? If not, I'll move on to the next slide. So next, we have mythology, which is a collection of myths, especially one belonging to a particular religious or cultural tradition. For example, Greek mythology, Norse mythology, like over here, this is Ragnarok. And then there's folklore, which is a body of popular myths or beliefs relating to a particular place, activity, or group of people. For example, this is 1001 Nights, or also known as Arabian Nights. Any question? Okay, then moving on. Next, James,
Yes.
you have a question, something to say?
Maybe I sing my legends. My legends look like history. Did you have below history?
History? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of connected to history, but I would say this is more
But I
interesting.
have below history too.
What?
I have below history too.
Yes, but I would say mythology is more interesting than history. And anyone who disagree can fight me. Look like James has disappeared. Luna, is it?
Yes, I have a question. What is hands-on? Is me.
I beg your pardon. What? I'm sorry, your audio is a bit laggy.
Okay. Don't know what the word in the first is mean.
What? Ethan, did you hear?
Yes.
What? I'm sorry.
What
Ethan.
is the person's name? And I'm guessing they're talking about the picture,
Which picture?
the big one.
The big one.
Which one? Bigfoot or the Greek
Yeah.
pantheon? Bigfoot?
Bigfoot.
Yeah, Bigfoot.
Yeah, that is
Big-
big.
I don't see it nearly because it's not
Yeah. It's not the best quality of picture.
And I don't know what is this animal.
So
Is
I'll get to that.
animal or what?
I'll get to that. So if you would just wait a moment. So first word, a pantheon is all the gods of a people or religion collectively. Like here you have the Greek pantheon, 12 of their main gods. And like Bigfoot is what is considered a cryptid, which is an animal whose existence or survival is disputed or substantiated. So it's basically, you could say, animals whose existence isn't exactly confirmed, not exactly, not known to be real. So it could be made up, it could be a myth. And so for example, Bigfoot, the Yeti, which is almost so similar to Bigfoot. There's the Loch Ness monster. I freaking forgot its name. There's Mothman.
Mothman,
Mothman.
jackalopes, the cadrero, like eats sheeps.
Yes.
It's like a vampire for sheeps. Oh, Benacula.
Ethan. Ethan is a cryptid. Anyway, moving on. Anyone have a question? No? Great. Next we have, so the Google definition of monster is a large, ugly, and frightening imaginary creature, which is kind of boring description, but I mean, it's kind of accurate. Like here you have the Minotaur from Greek mythology. Anyway, an entity is a thing with distinct and independent existence. Whatever you would make of that. And finally, a hero is usually a person of superhuman qualities and often from semi-divine origins. And they're called heroes because of their exploits, what they have done to make them called heroes. So like here you have Perseus from Greek mythology holding the head of Medusa, the weird lady with snake for hair that turn people to stone, etc. Yeah, no, Ethan, you're not quite Medusa. Any question? Great, moving on then. Next you have fairy tales, which are short stories that belongs to a folklore genre, typically features magic, enchantments, any mythical or fanciful beings like fairies. I mean, here you have, I would say, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Sleeping Beauty, maybe? I don't know.
Sleeping Beauty, yeah.
Like on the same.
Beauty, no. Yeah, just consider Disney movies. Boom, fairy tales. Sophia?
Can I ask you a question?
Of course.
Is Snow White have acted long time, or she just in the story?
What do you mean?
Is this princess have a real, or she is just in the story?
It's not real. It's a fairy tale.
It's a story.
It's a fictional story. I would be very concerned if it was real. Yeah, I hope that answers your question. Great. And then a prophecy usually concerning mythology as well, like Greek, Norse, or maybe just religions, Christianity. A prophecy is a message that has been communicated to a person, typically called a prophet, by a supernatural entity. Like in Greek mythology, that could be a multitude of things. Or it could be like, I don't know, Christianity, God, just God. Yeah, but we're not talking about religions. That's not a topic I want to get into ever. Any questions? No? Great. Let's get through the slides so then we can go into the fun stuff. So this part, it's more about, I would say, writing, but anyway, it is related to mythology, stories, and such. So first of all, I won't go in order, but starting from the middle, a tragic hero. So a character in a dramatic tragedy who has virtuous and sympathetic traits, but ultimately meets with suffering or defeat or death. So and these tragic heroes usually have fatal flaws, or also called hamartia. So, which is a character trait possessed by a person that ultimately leads to his or her downfall. And finally, a motif, which is a repeated pattern, an image, sound, word, or symbol that comes back again and again within a particular story. So tragic hero could be like Oedipus. A lot of Shakespeare's play also consist of tragic heroes. Yeah, that's it for the slides. Any question about the slides before I move on? No question is about the slides, then I will stop sharing my screen. And now, questions from everyone, anyone, any questions you have, just ask us and we will answer. So just raise your hand and we'll get to you. There we go. Nguyễn Long, you first.
Yes. So I just came here, and so could you do a quick recap?
Oh, quick recap.
Yeah.
What we went through.
Yeah.
Let's see. We went through. Let's see. Myths and legends. We went through vocab. So we explained what myth and legends is. So myths basically a traditional story concerning the early history of a people, or explaining a natural or social phenomenon, and typically involves supernatural beings or events. A legend is a traditional story, sometimes popularly regarded as historical but not authenticated. Mythology is a collection of myths belonging to a particular religion or culture. Folklore is the body of popular myths or beliefs relating to a particular place, activity, or group of people. We went through pantheon, which is all gods of a people or religion. Cryptid, which is an animal whose existence or survival is disputed or unsubstantiated, so not quite real, not proven to be scientifically real. Monster, actually I'll skip monster. You all know what a monster is. Entity is a thing with distinct and independent existence. A hero is a person of superhuman qualities, often semi-divine origin and often known for their exploits. A fairy tale is a short story that belongs to the folklore genre, typically features magic, enchantment, and mythical or fanciful beings. A prophecy, which is a message that has been communicated to a person by a supernatural entity like God. Finally, we have fatal flaw, which is a character trait possessed by a person that ultimately leads to their downfall. A tragic hero, which is a character in a dramatic tragedy who has virtuous and sympathetic traits, but ultimately meets with suffering or defeat. And a motif, which is a repeated pattern, an image, sound, word, or symbol that come back again and again within a particular story. That's the recap. Any question? Any other question?
Thanks.
Okay. Tom. Uncle Tom Cabin. Tom.
Yes.
What is-
What beef food eat? What is beef food favorite food?
Ethan, you want to explain that?
What
No one knows. It's not a real, like, it's not a proven to be existed creature. It could be anything.
cryptic?
Cryptids. Yeah, cryptids.
So they're not proven to be real. Some people think they're real. Most of them are not. Most of them are made up. But usually some people think they're real, some people think they're not real, but it's really, it's complicated.
If you, it's up to your imagination what they eat. It could eat from like random animals to humans. I like this. I prefer that they eat humans.
The chupacabra sucks out sheep's blood and drinks sheep's blood. That's it. Some of them have defined
The more you
appetites,
know.
but
Any other question, Tom?
so basically like me.
How
Just-
tall is big food?
How tall is it? It's big.
It's like
bigger
And
than
how
human.
tall? How tall?
8 feet,
feet?
so like
Yeah.
3 meters or bigger.
Oh,
Yeah. I was about to say 8 feet too. Nice. Anything else?
no.
Okay. Moving on then. Mary. Mary,
Mary,
do you have a question?
Yes,
Do you have a question?
yes. What is your favorite myth?
My favorite myth, it's probably Greek mythology, Greek/Roman mythology. Following that would be Norse, Egyptian, etc. But I would say Greek is my favorite. What about Ethan?
my favorite myths have to be either like Celtic myths or
Hmm,
I don't know, it has to be my favorite.
Okay.
What myth do you know of?
Ethan, do you want to answer first this time?
Oh, okay. Well, the myths I know a lot of different myths, but in terms of like categories of
Từ câu hỏi của anh ấy, từ câu hỏi của anh ấy mà trả lời ấy, hỏi thế. Từ câu trả lời của anh mà hỏi.
okay, so I know about Greek mythology, Roman mythology, English mythology. I know about South American mythology, like mythology of the people like Genghis Khan.
On.
Yes, Indian mythology. Some Korean mythology. I know quite a bit about Korean mythology, and then yes. Oh, also the Bahamas. So like voodoo.
Great. For me, I know Greek and Roman mythology, Norse mythology, Egyptian mythology. I know some legends as well, like for example, Arthurian legends. I know some bit of Indian/Hindu mythology, some Mesopotamian mythology as well, things like that. Yeah, and then some urban legends. Yeah, that's a good word. Urban legends. Yeah, that's all. Something to say, Ethan?
What are some myth and legend from you?
What are some myth and legends from you, Nam?
What do you mean, like myth and legends from me?
Are you a myth?
I am not a myth. I am not a legend.
Do you
I
know any though? I think that's what they're trying to ask.
I just mentioned a bunch. You actually know, I think you're too young for Greek mythology and Roman mythology. Maybe not urban legends either. What is not too mature for you?
Bigfoot, the Loch Ness Monster, which is literally named the Loch Ness Monster. I think their nickname is Nessie.
Yeah, Nessie. It is Nessie. Fairy tales, folklores, fables with
Three
furry
tails.
animals. Folklores. There's 1001 Nights, also called Arabian Nights. I think that's pretty fun. Like, we got some pretty famous story from that. I mean, like the most of the famous one is added like pretty, I wouldn't say recently because it's like 18th century, but it's younger than the rest of them. Like, for example, Aladdin, and then you got Alibaba. Yeah, so there we go. Anything else?
Yeah. Do you think myth and legend play an important role in culture?
In culture? Yeah, I think they are they play an important role because, like, for example, it helps you learn about the history of the people of that culture. Yeah, it helps you learn their way of life, their way of thinking. So it's pretty important to understand mythology. What do you say, Ethan?
I think pretty much the same thing. I think it's quite important that you understand myths and legends also because they teach you like good life lessons and other things which can like impact you. So, and I think it's good to learn like that stuff could also have an influence on your perspectives and how you view history.
Yeah. Anything else?
No.
No? All right. Thank you for asking, Larry. Mongolian death worm. Anyway, Min Zhang.
Okay, you said the first slide is the myth of Arthur. You
That's right.
nearly correct. That is the silver cup. You see the middle of the kings is the silver cup, the bride. It is the cup when Jesus Christ, before he died, he
The Holy
drank.
Grail.
Yeah, I know that. It's made by gold.
The Holy Grail sounds much better than the Super Cup. It sounds like something you would win out of the World Cup. But
No,
yeah,
yeah.
the Holy Grail. Yes, I know.
Okay, that's all.
That's all? Okay.
Yeah.
Good piece of information.
Yes. I would like to eat the Holy Grail.
Tasty.
Indeed.
Tasty gold.
Đặng Hải Lâm, Ezra.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
First, I would like to ask that I still don't understand your definitions about the entity.
Entity.
Like, yeah,
Okay.
like it's a living thing, on unliving thing is like it's so. I cannot really easy to understand.
Entity.
Okay, so I actually have, so an entity is like, it can also be referred to as a divine being sometimes. So some people consider God or gods an entity. Some people consider like things like Mother Nature to be an entity, something that has a presence, but it's you can't see it, but it's there.
It also
and
mean
it has
exist.
influence.
It also mean existence or being. Yeah. Go on.
Like it's a living thing and a non-living thing. Like, is it like exists in this world?
Sort of. In a way, it would. You could consider many different things an entity. So you could consider like almost you could personify luck as an entity. So some like it's really about your beliefs, but an entity like in terms of vocabulary, I think is mostly defined as like a basically divine being that you cannot see, but that is present in the world, I think.
Okay.
That's
I'm nearly
all.
getting that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Hopefully that helps.
All right, thank you for asking. Next, Bell and
Can I ask you something?
yeah, you can ask.
Do you live with your parents?
Excuse me.
Do we live with our parents?
Oh, yeah, we're high schoolers. Yeah,
Gonna move out soon. 3 years.
2 years. 2 años.
You live with your family 2 years, right?
2 more years, yeah. Okay. And then, yeah.
Yes. Do you think some mythical creatures like phoenix, dragon, or unicorn are real or myth?
They're definitely myths. I wish they were real, like dragons. They're so cool. I love them. My favorite fantasy creature. But no, I don't think they're real. I mean, if they are real, like, let's say dragon, I guess there could be scientific factors that could scientifically create a real dragon, but no, they're not real. Like breathing fire is completely possible, I would say. But yeah, no, they're not real. Especially a phoenix, bird on fire. Bird that is on literally on fire.
So
Like
is
KFC.
a unicorn technically, because I know based off of
Rhinos.
English mythology, yeah, they found a one-headed goat and thought it was a horse, or it was like a one-horned goat. So, which is actually common. I could go into the science of actually mutation and genes forever, but
No, we're not going into that.
learn mythology today.
We're not teaching biology.
No, mythology today.
Mhm.
Thank you.
I mean, in ancient time, they found the skull of an elephant, and they thought it was a cyclops, which is basically a giant with one eye that eat people. So yeah, mythical creatures are often based off real animals. And Ethan, don't think I don't see that fox figurine in the background.
It's not a fox.
It is a fox.
No, it's a I forgot what it's called. It's basically an Australian wild.
Oh, it looks like, never mind. Now that it could be many things. Okay, never mind. Not a hyena,
It starts with a J, I think.
not a jaguar.
No, it's not. It's just search up like Australian
Australian
wild
dog.
dog, and that's probably what you'll get. I got it in Australia, so
Oh, I see.
okay, let's go. Let's go.
Yep. Okay, next, Tom again.
Yes.
Question?
Where do people live?
The forest.
The forest.
Is that it?
No. How many times do camera take photo of people?
I mean, you never know if it's real or not, so.
It could be photoshopped. It could literally be somebody covered in fur, or it could literally just be
A monkey, a big monkey,
real or a big monkey.
gorilla. Yeah. Anything else?
Yes, and do people real exist?
No one knows. Literally no one knows. I would say no, it doesn't. It's just big monkey.
Oh,
Yeah. Anything else?
no.
Okay. Next, Alice.
What are your cultures, myth, and legends?
What is our cultures, myth and legends? I mean, since we're both Vietnamese, you probably know some typical, you probably know some typical Vietnamese tales,
Oh, yeah.
fairy tales, myths, and yeah, you probably know some.
And how about in Singapore?
Singapore? I'm not too sure about Singapore.
There are many different ones in Singapore because there's like 3 main religions here:
Yeah.
Christianity, Hindu, Sikhism. There's a lot of different ones.
Ethan, I heard you were born in America or England. What are the legends?
English, yeah.
Well, I know a couple of English myths and legends. So one is about a unicorn, which is actually described as a one-horned goat. So a couple are about dragons. The sword and the stone is one. So there's a sword stuck in a stone, and only the chosen one can pull this, like the sword, out of the stone. And then they basically get the entire country if whoever can do it, because they're seen as all powerful.
Yeah, Caliban. Often connected with Arthurian legend. Is it connected though? Not exactly to say. But Ethan's the Brit one. I'll let him explain that.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for asking.
Yes.
Imagine that you pull out a sword and you own a country now. Such amazing power. Great. Then I'll move on. Sophia.
Can I ask you a question?
Of course.
What's your favorite creature?
Creature in mythology?
Yeah.
Dragons. The dragons. What about you, Ethan?
Either it's a jackalope.
And I ask you more question.
Of course, after Ethan answer.
And also a jackalope or the chupacabra.
Yes.
Yeah.
A creature had a many creature. Like dragon. But Ethan, what's your favorite creature?
Like monster creature?
What monster?
What
Okay,
are you asking?
Okay, thanks.
What?
What?
Confusion.
I'm Confucius.
You're not Confucius. You're not Chinese.
I don't have any questions.
Oh,
Okay.
all right, but thank you.
Thank you. Okay, then moving on. Luna.
Yes, I have one question for two of you. You are born in a fairy tale. What do you want? What fairy tale do you want to born in?
Fairy tales.
Yeah.
Ethan, how about you answer that first?
I have no idea.
You have no idea? Come on.
I,
How about
I
not, how about not a fairy tales? Since fairy tales are usually
mm,
how about legends? Not myths either, because myths you probably die terribly.
probably.
Like Greek
Um,
myth, if you were born in Greek myth, you probably die. If you were born in Norse mythology, you are destined to die.
literally, you are
Destined
literally
to die.
you will die.
Ragnarok. When the apocalypse come along, you will die.
You will go to you will go to Valhalla.
No, you won't.
If you die a warrior's death, you will.
You'll just die. Okay, if you have no if you have no idea, let's see. I don't know. Arthurian legends. That sounds fun. I mean, I'll probably also die. You're gonna die if you pretty young. If you were born in any myths, but maybe Arthurian legends. It sounds fun. Yeah. Who was asking that? Luna, was it? What about you? If you could be born in a fairy tale, what would you choose?
Born in a fairy tale, I will choose Cinderella because it have a lot of fun. Like have like I live in a castle, or I play with some flower and do anything. Like looking or like ride a horse, looking for flower and butterfly, or see a river or waterfall. I think it's a lot of fun sometimes.
That sounds nice. Maybe you know what? Now that I go back to think about fairy tales, I don't know, maybe Aladdin, since I just did Aladdin. Sounds fun also. Especially if I have the lamp. Yeah, but anyway.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
I
you very
don't have any question more.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes.
What is your question?
Oh, what is a dragon in real life?
What is a dragon in real life? Go on
Yes.
Google, search up Komodo dragon.
Is a dragon in real life?
Lizards. Lizards are the equivalent of dragons in real life.
Yeah, but if it is real, but
What do you mean?
is a dragon in real life?
No, dragons don't exist. Like
Oh.
flying, breathing fire, no. But could they? Maybe. I mean, they could if they do exist, do fly, do breathe fire. I mean, maybe there could be a scientific explanation for their fire breathing. Like maybe it's just gas and they ignite it. And boom, fire. Maybe they are a biological flying, walking flamethrower, which would be a terrible sight to see, but so nice. But no, dragons don't exist. Anything else, Tom? Doesn't seem so. Okay. Next, Nguyễn Long.
Yes, I asked, and Ethan answered in the chat. I asked, what is life?
Yeah, I saw that. You direct messaged it to me.
Yes. I asked both of y'all.
What is life?
Yes.
Life is what you make of it.
Life is the number 42.
What does that mean?
Go read The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and you will understand. Go read it. It's a nice book. But as Ethan answered, life is what you make of it. How philosophical, Ethan.
It could be good, it could be bad. It just depends on how you see it. It's what you want it to be.
Okay.
Other question, Nguyễn Long?
No more questions.
Seriously?
that.
I expected better.
Oh, you expected better? Okay. Do you have any myth about butter?
About butter.
Butter?
Butter. Let's see. Myths about butter. Probably.
If you can't find one, find
That's-
one about
I mean,
the myth of a bull.
there's myth about beer.
But no myth about butter.
Myth about butter. Let me read. I'll come back to this.
All right. Butter.
Yeah. Myth about butter, Ethan. Go find it now.
Okay. I was trying
Okay.
to find my hand with the.
Okay. Bảo An, you have a lot to answer for.
Do you have any friends?
Yeah. Do I have any friends? And in the chat, I see you asked me, do I have any girlfriend?
I got asked the same question.
No, I don't have a girlfriend. Yes, I do have a friend. He's right down.
How many
Why are
friends do
you
you have?
pointing sideways?
Nam, what
How
could-
many friends
Okay.
do you have?
More than you. Oh, I'm kidding. A lot.
I have quite a lot of friends. I
Yeah.
have friends in different countries. I've got friends in over 5 different countries.
Yeah. Any other question? Well, any other question?
No.
No. Okay. Miss Ma'am. Keep moving, I guess. Hair.
Yes. If you can be a character in fairy tale, which character will you choose?
There's so many options. What do you say, Ethan? Choose one that doesn't die, please, Ethan.
How about, I don't know many, I mean, I know fairy tales, but they're all really weird.
Aladdin.
I would be, I was about to say show, but I realized it's not very child friendly, so I'm going to say,
What were you about to say? Text me in the chat. But go on.
well, I guess, I don't know, the kid from the Three Bears, you know, the porridge is either too hot or too
Oh my
good.
freaking
I just
God.
get to end up sleeping in somebody's house without rent free, with free food and
With
a
free-
free.
That's called trespassing.
It's called trespassing, but it's also called my house now.
It's also weird. What if the bears are creeps? What if they're pedophiles?
Oh, well, you know what I'm like, so I'd probably just bring a baseball bat with me and just.
You're a Texan, you bring a shotgun. Soft shotgun. Me, fairy tales? I don't know. You know what? I want to be the genie from Aladdin. That's so funny. 10,000 years. Sorry, I just did Aladdin, and it's so fun. I want that power. Freaking genie. What about you, person who asked? hair. If you could be a character in a fairy tale, who would you be?
I think like to be a princess.
Of course, you kid these days.
Because a
Any
princess,
particular one?
yeah,
Any particular one? You could be the. Okay, go on. I'll search something up real quick, but go on. You would want to be a princess?
yeah,
Hmm. Family, you could. I mean, princess. I mean, you could be. I mean, you could be you could be, I don't know, maybe the daughter of Tsar Nicholas II of Russia, which is basically the former emperor of Russia. And hey, if you're the daughter of the emperor, hey, you're technically a princess. Just don't mind the fact of what happened to you.
Just don't go to some college out in the middle, some cottage out in the middle of nowhere and while trying to hide away from the new form of government.
The Bolsheviks. Yeah. But nice. Thank you for asking.
yeah.
Anything else? Seems not. Okay. Moving on then. Alice.
If you have a chance to go back to the past and live there, will you go back? I mean, if you have a chance to live in the past, will you agree to live in the past?
Discrimination. Disease.
No, I mean a really long time.
Still discriminations. Still disease.
Thousands of years ago. I think there isn't any disease.
I
The
would,
bubonic plague.
There's only bombs and
I would go live with the Neanderthals, and I would eat berries and trade horns and tusks and like animal meat or like plants and stuff for seashells. But also because I get to be out in the wild and I get to make medicine on plants.
so you don't want to live in the past?
I could go back to Rome. I'll probably be a slave.
Same.
Hey, but maybe I would go back to Rome if I can be a senator.
Oh,
Specifically those who murdered Caesar. That sounds interesting. I can then understand the mob mentality.
thank you
How
for
about you, Alice? Would you take that chance and where would you go?
I think no. Because,
No?
yeah, living in the past is dangerous because there's many bombs and enemies which could kill a lot of people. So, I'm happy with my life.
Time travel. Doctor Who yourself back to the past.
Yeah.
That's illegal.
Get yourself a TARDIS.
That is illegal unless you can find the wormhole, and still then technically your future self would be coming back to you.
Next, Đặng Hải Linh.
Hello, I'm back and I have another question. So,
Yo. Yep, question.
do you think that that today's biological technologies we can build, like we can make or produce mythical creatures, and if not, then how do you how long do you think that our technologies will be able to make one?
Okay, so I have an answer to
Might
that.
we might be able to bring back extinct animal like the mammoth, only the mammoth. But creating a mythical creature, yeah, good luck with that. Ethan, what
I
were you about to say?
Oh, good answer, Nam. I think it's possible in the near future using CRISPR,
We
which
can
is just
genetically modify humans. Whoa.
sort of, you can basically genetically modify animals like Komodo dragons and basically genetically modify or intertwine the DNA if you can do it successfully. So, which is why in the near future, we may be able to, but not right now. You could modify it with that of bat, so technical, so that they, in a way, you can create or produce a human or some kind of animal, which is basically like a dragon with wings. It's basically a wizard with wings, so you could consider it a dragon. So technically, you've created a mythical creature in a way.
Sure. That will lead to our destruction. Where is the person who just asked? I think you have more question. Who was it that just asked? Oh, right now I remember. You, Dang Hai Lam. You got any more questions?
I think my like second question, I don't hear any answers. Like how long, like in years, that would you think that we would be able to create many mythical creatures?
Different new creatures. What do you think, Ethan?
Probably 30, 20 years.
Right. Great. 30, 10, or 20 years. You heard it here. And Ethan shall make it happen. Just don't kill us all. Anyway, if you have no more questions, then I'll move on, I guess. Next, I guess, Nguyễn Xuân.
Okay, so hi, my name is David. So I know many kind like myths. Like there is a myth in our earth that they say that there is a beach in some country, and they say that in the past million years ago, these two giants that they built the beach go across the sea together. And when some of the giants lose, they were lost in the deepest water in the sea, and some and winner of giants, they will go in some cave and build again. Is a very mythical myth about the beach that they have here. And mostly they say that this is the giant that always protects their country.
Is that your story?
Yep.
Thank you for sharing. Okay. I'll keep going. Mary?
Yes.
Question?
Do you think a story in a legend and follow or support to teach us something?
What do you think, Ethan?
I think it can teach us I think it can teach us certain things, but it
Morals.
really depends on what it is, what mythology it is, and what your perspective on life is. I could go into philosophical thought for hours, but I'm not going to. So
It could teach you something. Some stories have morals to them. Others, like mythology in general, like I don't know. Can you learn anything about story about eating your child and then your child escaping from your stomach and killing you? Maybe not. Maybe don't eat babies. That's the moral of the stories. But sometimes, yeah.
I think this can teach us something.
Oh, and how? For example, can you give me an example?
I don't know, but I watch a lot of story and legend.
Okay. Right. Is that it, Mary? Thank you. Okay, moving back, Luna.
I'm sorry, my little brother is crying, so it's hard to hear. I have a question for two of you too. If you are a prince in a fairy tale, you can marry a princess. What princess do you want to marry?
Ethan, okay. Me, not too sure. I mean, maybe once that's okay, never mind. I was about to say maybe one that's not dead, but they're all dead. So, yeah. Who knows? I mean,
It depends.
it depends. I mean, a lot of prince in fairy tales are kind of creepy.
You got that right.
So, I don't know really. What do you think, Luna? If you were a character of royalty within a fairy tale, who would you decide to have marriage with?
I don't know. I don't want to marry a prince or in all of the fairy tales because I think it's not fun a lot. Because we always in the castle with the prince. We just sometimes we can go outside. But I think along is the happy.
Right then.
Thank you for answering my question.
No problem. Thank you for asking. Oops. Okay. There we go. That's the right button. Okay. Anyone else have a question before I start picking my victims? There we go.
This time it's about the fairy tale. Like, do you think that the fairy tale, like the lure and the stories in it, would be ongoing in that way, or there is another version of it, which things go like that, and the
Like-
ending, is it like the princess got married with the prince and live happily ever after, or after that they get many like things that happen and change their lives?
Like, is the story after the story? Like,
Yeah,
like is the story after happily ever after?
yeah, nearly like that. I see that
Like
many
maybe the
stories end that way, and I don't think the story like just
like
simply end.
maybe the prince and the princess got married and 5 days later they got divorced. And things like something like that.
Yeah, anything can happen.
Who knows? Maybe it's life. Yeah, maybe they die a tragic accident the day after. What do you think, Ethan?
I don't know.
on, Ethan. There is no happily ever after.
There isn't. It's all pain.
It's all fake. That's true. It's fairy tales for a reason. Anything else to add, Jose? Alan.
You'll
think-
have to.
Yeah, I would be like thinking for other questions. Thank you.
Okay. Very well. Tom, here we are again. What is your question?
Yes, and
Yes?
how old is Bigfoot?
Who knows?
Bigfoot is thought to be like 100 years old or something. Nobody knows. Nobody's ever asked before.
1 second. When did Bigfoot came out? When did the legend begin? When did the legend of Bigfoot begin?
Now I'm curious.
1958?
So Bigfoot's like 80 years old.
100 years old.
Oh,
Wait, no, not quite 100. Not quite 100. 1958.
1958, bro.
Yeah,
Like 80.
64 years old. Could be older than that. I don't know.
4 years old. That makes about sense.
I feel like it should be older than that. But Bigfoot is as old as your grandparents.
Pretty much.
Any other question?
Yes,
Yes?
and what is Bigfoot? Is an animal or maybe human?
Like, based on the story, it's an animal. Big monkey. Yeah. You seem really interested in Bigfoot.
But I think it was a human.
A human?
Yep.
Want a date?
I think that is a monkey. A gorilla. Right.
Mhm.
I agree.
Anything else?
There's some thought.
No.
Oh, Sophia's leaving. Bye, Sophia. Okay. Ben, you usually have something cool to
Do you
say.
think mythologies are a good topic to write stories?
Oh, yes. Very good topic to write stories about.
Yeah, I'd say they're very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and why? Why do you think so?
I mean, they already are stories. So we're writing stories about stories. But there's so many ways you could interpret them, which is so rich in the amount of characters, the amount of creature beings you could use from them. They're very good for fictional, historical fiction, fantasy stories. Yeah.
It's true. Yeah, pretty much the same here. I think they're pretty good for like fiction. Like you could basically
Percy
Jackson. Anything and call it like a myth as long as it includes like the basics, like a fictional character and then a unrealistic animal. So basically anything could be considered that. But I think it's a good idea just because they're usually really descriptive and people like reading them because they have to do with history and their own culture already. So
Mhm.
Thank you.
The sun. Oh,
So is Bigfoot a monkey or gorilla?
Ethan, would you like to answer that?
Bigfoot is a monster. Bigfoot is not a gorilla or a monkey. Bigfoot will eat you. Bigfoot is very interesting. But I would say Bigfoot
May look
doesn't,
like a monkey slash gorilla, but isn't. It's a
it does.
fictional
Bigfoot does-
animal.
Bigfoot doesn't exist, in my opinion. You may think it exists, so consider it what you want.
Where does Bigfoot live?
Bigfoot lives in North America in the forest.
Yeah. Great.
Okay, I have another question. If you know the story of the Wizard of the
The Wizard of Oz?
Yeah.
Of Oz.
I haven't read the story, but I know.
Yeah, and did you know the meaning of the story? I I sure know, but when I asked my friends, they said they don't know about the meaning, because his story is like not real at all, and it's sometimes it's fun and some is look crazy or stupid or what around like that.
What do you mean?
I mean, did you know the meaning of the
Meaning
story?
of it?
Yeah, the meaning of that story.
What do you think,
I-
Ethan? The meaning behind the Wonderful Wizard of Oz.
I think the meaning behind the Wonderful Wizard of Oz is the dude whoever wrote it is absolutely nuts. I don't think it's much meaning. I think it's just supposed to be a story.
Too much drugs in the
Why,
production of
for
the
me,
story.
it's never been very interesting because there's no real purpose of the story. I think it's, if anything, it's they're trying to get back home, and in the process they go and they have this crazy journey. So, or something like life is all about the journey, or there's many different paths in life. I don't know, something like that.
Sometimes, somewhere over the rainbow. Wizard of Oz.
Way up high.
That was the only thing I learned in whatever music class I took in 4th grade. The only thing I remember. Anyway, yeah, I'm not too sure what the meaning of that. I mean, ever heard of the Chronicles of Narnia? The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Is the Scarecrow a lion and a Tin Good Man? And the girl is named Dorothy.
Yes.
And if you don't know, it's okay, because I know the meaning of this story is just believe of yourself. The lion don't believe as he don't have courage.
Yes, the
He
cowardice
says
lion.
he says he's scared a lot of things like spiders, kitten, or just a little bit mouse.
A tin man who wants a heart. A scarecrow who wants a brain.
Yeah, but the Scarecrow already have it. He say between the eye is just short and he don't know anything, because one of the old crows said one day to just one day, the old scarecrows went to him and he said, if you have brain stuff, you will know anything. And then the scarecrow once someday he will get some brain. And it's the first people that Dorothy meet in her journey. And I think the wonderful wizard is not real. And the wonderful wizard says he not have magical. He just land in the Emerald City in stone. And then everyone in Emerald City think he was a wonderful wizard. And then he became to a wizard. And the good witch of the north think so. But when Dorothy meet him, she know that the wizard is not real. He just can do the wish for the Tin Woodman, the scarecrows, and the lion. But when the scarecrow have an idea in his brain is use her magic shoes. Do you know? The sapphire slippers. And the sister of the witch hostess is the wicked witch of the west, and she really wanted her shoes. And then the wizards don't know how to use it, but he know someone know how to use it. And then he called the good witch of the north to help. And when the good witch see Dorothy with the wonderful wizard, she's happy because Dorothy is a good girl. She helped her on something on what can I say there? Oh, and her home that with the good witch of the north have stuck in the rock, and then Dorothy came in when have a storm and a cycle and what can I say? And a storm. Oh yes, and a storm, and her house flying and land into the good witch of the north house, and then Dorothy helped her, and now the good witch of the north will help Dorothy. Okay, thank you for listening to my question.
Thank you for your great explanation and good storytelling.
Very good.
Wizard of Oz. That's true. A lot of drugs in that making that story. So strange. I mean, there's also Alice in Wonderland. Even stranger, I would say. Jesus Christ. Next, I guess, Nguyễn Long.
Maybe it's what the author.
Oh
made.
my God. Finally, I almost forgot to forgot what the question is. Yeah. So my question is, do you know about leprechauns?
Yeah, I know about leprechauns.
And do you think they're real?
No.
Why
Sure.
not?
No.
You don't believe a funny a grumpy old man making shoes every day that has a pot of gold?
How tall?
A leprechaun.
3
Very
inches.
short man.
3 to 8 inches. There are no humanoid creatures that are 3 to 8 inches.
I don't believe in leprechauns, but I believe in small Scottish people. I've
Yeah,
seen them before in the wild. I've seen them drinking their whiskey, their bourbon.
Leprechauns are
They love
Irish.
that whiskey. They love beer. They are very crazy.
Did you say
Scottish.
Scots?
Well, I
But
thought they're
Leprechaun are,
supposed to,
Leprechaun are Irish.
Irish.
yeah.
Ever seen
Thought so.
Leprechaun the movie?
There's a whole thing behind it. Like if you
There's
call
like-
a Scottish person Irish,
One, two,
they will
three.
literally murder you. If you call an Irish person Scottish, they will literally murder you. So I just did that to piss people off as
There's
a
8
joke.
Leprechaun movies. Every single one of them more terrible than the last.
Yeah.
8 of them. Jesus Christ.
The Grim Reaper's in one of them and it like kills old dude.
Leprechauns. Yeah. There's 8 movies. Yeah, but no, leprechauns are not real.
Oh,
There's a leprechaun day.
What was it called?
St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick Day.
all right.
Yeah. Leprechauns are not real, child. Go do your own work. We're way past the point of small people slavery. Don't make that face toward me, Ethan.
I swear, I've got a math test and we have the Spanish speaking summative tomorrow.
I know. Ben,
My question is, what is your favorite mythology?
what is my favorite mythology?
Yes.
Greek / Roman.
Oh, do you have a name?
What?
Like a name for a mythology?
That is the name. Greek / Roman mythology. It's a collection of myths.
Ah,
What about you, Ben?
I think I like only like one myth. I think its name is Theseus and the Minotaur. Like, it's very.
Theseus and the Minotaur. That one. Yeah, he died eventually. Even when after he killed the Minotaur.
Yes.
Man, I
Yes.
heard you at the beginning mention Oedipus Rex. Never mention Oedipus Rex after English class.
Oedipus.
Ever.
Oedipus.
Especially around a bunch of kids.
Oedipus the king. Anyway, thank you for asking, Ben. Last question. The sun again.
The sun.
So do you see? So what time do you see Bigfoot?
What? Huh?
What time do you see Bigfoot?
What time? Never.
Anytime.
Because it's
Oh,
not.
I see it in my phone, in my mommy phone.
It's not
Oh.
real. Doesn't exist. It's just a creature of your imagination. And with that, that is the end.
Okay, it's Bigfoot big.
It's called Bigfoot. Its foot is certainly big. It
Big.
is certainly big.
Bigfoot fungus.
No.
Is that bigger than a monster?
God damn it, Ethan.
Carson.
Gosh. Oh, I hate you. But Bigfoot, yeah, they not real. It's a monster.
Okay.
Mystical monster. Topics for next week, guys. No, it's not a dinosaur. It's not a dinosaur. It literally looked like a gorilla.
Who asked, is it a dinosaur? Dinosaurs are actually real.
Yeah, they're real people.
Animals from the deep sea. Yes, I agree.
Moving on. Topics for next week. If you guys don't choose, the next topic is stories. So
I've-
better
oh.
give me opinion.
Oh,
or else you will
I'm
regret it.
getting messages. Animals of the deep sea, space, aliens, galaxy,
Someone I say
So basically, astronomy,
astronomy.
basically
space.
deep, like marine biology, deep sea, like thermal
Deep
vent
sea.
marine biology.
Freaking who said aliens? Who the hell said aliens? And also, can you guys stop direct messaging and say it in freaking everyone?
Buddha,
Utah?
Buddha. Yeah, I got Buddha as well.
I also got Bhutan.
Oh wait, Buddha. It's Buddha.
It's, oh my freaking God.
I thought you were saying Buddha first. I was like, yay, we can do that. I love Buddha. Buddha's awesome.
But we're not making we're not talking about butter.
We can.
I
You like
can't
a piece
believe
of
it's not
butter? Would you like a
Butter.
piece of butter with some water?
Butter. Jesus, no,
Gyros?
we're not talking religion. I swear to God, I will die.
Yeah, I will also die. I'm an atheist, so I'm like,
I'm an atheist. I'm not doing.
yeah.
We already did a topic on sport. I'm sorry. So no. Bottle of water, you British. Damn
It
Brits.
depends. There's like several. We could do. If anybody wants to, we can also do accents.
No. No.
There's different types of accents in
No.
England. There's like 4
No.
different types.
No.
Presidents.
We did language last class. No.
Yeah. So
No.
presidents, accidents. Oh, accents. Oh, again.
Accidents.
I thought it said
Did you say
accidents.
accidents?
All right, I've got dyslexia. All right, bro.
I know.
Like
I know.
actually,
Mental health.
9/11.
What? Who said that? No, we're not doing that. So much controversy.
Medical
buffoon.
laws, mysteries, countries, dramas.
Dramas. What sort of
The
dramas?
same person who said 9/11 said accidents, which I thought it said accidents, and in fact, I thought it said accidents again for the second time.
Accident.
Medical laws, movies, actors. Okay.
Actors.
We're getting somewhere. We got a lot of them. Okay. So does anybody have a certain one? Soccer players,
No, we're not doing sports.
websites,
Websites.
Mm.
Insults. Insults.
magic,
You even
Technology.
spelled it wrong. Insults.
hackers, technology.
I'm about to teach these kids Java.
Programming. I just got one for programming. So yeah, you can teach them Java, and I can teach them about the Kraken.
I can teach them Python. Insult. You keep spelling insults right and it wrong. I mean, insults.
English names, monsters.
What the hell do
food,
you mean English name?
books?
Ethan?
I can tell you several English names.
In the
Honestly, and names don't really matter.
Ethan.
Arthur Morgan.
In the South. What the fuck?
In the Jacob, Jack. I call every single one of my demonic creations Jimmy John Jr. the 58.
Environmental issue. Now we're getting somewhere serious, but
Okay.
maybe
Bigfoot.
for another day.
I just got a suggestion for Bigfoot.
Bigfoot. Martin Luther King. You wanna?
Yeah, Junior. Yeah. Abraham Lincoln. Dude, I love Abraham and Turkey Sandwich Lincoln.
Ohio.
Not Ohio, dude. Not Ohio. Amelia's there.
Only in Ohio.
Delaware. Dance moves.
What? Ohio? What next? You want Australia?
Dance moves? I'll give
You want
dance
Florida? Wyoming? Why Wyoming?
Mississippi.
Florida.
New York. Nevada.
We're not teaching you about every single state of the USA.
17 colonies in the US. Many smiley faces. Idol.
15.
Super Idol de Shayon.
No, stop. Out. We're live. Remember?
I love that song. It's awesome.
What would one? That's okay of a topic. What would two? That's also okay with a topic, but it's so
Guns. My life. Okay, people want to know about us, Nam. We're so
What? No.
we're so amazing.
Another day.
Another day. Yeah.
Day another time. You want to do wars?
Guns.
Violence.
I
That's
I
what you
can
want,
teach you
Winglam?
guys about
You want,
guns and
you want
war.
violence? That what you want?
Wars. Okay, I also got the same message just now. No guns. Let's just say no guns, but we can talk about specific like battles and strategic stuff. Declaration of Independence.
The
No, it's
declaration. Well, oh my
it's-
God, I'm
it's
learning.
not a
I'm
good-
learning
it's not a good
United
thing.
States history enough. You're not
George
doing-
Washing Machine.
George Washington. What,
Abraham
you wanna-
and Turkey Lincoln. said.
No, no. You-
John Adam. Oh, okay.
no.
The
We're not
Constitution.
we're not
We can
talking
talk
about
about
the Constitution.
constitutions.
I just
Ethan
got-
Poppy,
Explosive diarrhea.
the Rockets for like the soccer. Oh, like rockets, like actual rockets, not the basketball team. Okay. Astronauts. Ethan Poppy. I forgot.
We're not talking about Ethan Poppy. We'll
Yeah,
make-
no, that's the one person we will not talk about is Ethan Poppy
we'll
or
make-
the man with the.
I will
the
make a
rectangle
documentary of Ethan Poppy for you guys later, but it's a bit weird.
Ethan Puppy.
He has a dog.
I have a dog. Oh, wait, he's asleep.
Oh, how sad.
He's downstairs. Yeah.
Frick. Okay, what topic? I mean, you guys have given. Where's Alice? Alice, you usually have some type of topic.
I'm getting a lot of stuff for like space, and then also
If you want
Under the-
space, but
Hmm?
really, Uranus? Ha ha ha! So funny.
animation, sun, the sun. We can
We can do space.
Laughing?
then, I guess.
laughing question mark.
Laughing question mark question mark.
Yeah. Chaos, destruction,
Chaos and destruction.
deal.
There's no topic about that. Really.
I have a
say.
saw. Look, I have a saw name.
I see it. Captain Jack Sparrow.
Oh god.
You want to do? You want to?
A song about destruction?
What? Huh? Okay.
I actually know several songs about destruction, which I will not share with you. Pirates.
We're not doing freaking Baby Shark. I will kill you. You can.
No
Okay.
Baby
you want-
Shark.
for the people who want to leave can leave.
Oh yeah, it's really past time. Just whenever you guys want to leave, you can leave as long as it's not during the hour. But
Yeah.
it's been 33 minutes in.
We'll just sit here.
I'll
We are
stay as
not
long as I have to.
We are not doing
Declaration
memes.
of Ethan Puppy.
We are not doing memes. I swear to God.
If we do memes, I'm gonna have to go through the whole history.
No, no memes, please.
No memes.
Gen Z. You want us to discuss the worst generation ever?
No, the worst generation ever is boomers. They
It's the
destroyed the socio-economic system in America.
Fair
Yes.
enough, but then again, is it better than Gen Z?
What do you, hey Nam, what's your opinion on the socio-economic state in the US currently?
Well, let's blow it up.
Woo!
Let's have another Great Depression.
John Cena.
All
Candles,
of the last iPhone generation. What?
flippers.
I am not doing a free advertisement for Apple. So we're not discussing all the last iPhone generation. Witches and wizards, seriously, fantasy.
Nam, my medicine has been worn off this entire time, by the way.
I'm impressed.
See, I told you, I'm not always crazy. In fact,
Not
it wore
always.
off at like, technically it would have
Elon
worn off
Musk.
at
We're not doing a
6:40.
topic on. We're not doing a topic on Elon Musk.
We're not doing a topic on my US history teacher.
His U.S. history teacher is not actually Elon Musk.
It's not, but he looks like Elon Musk.
Okay, so I'm
And
getting
sounds like
space.
mustard.
Seems like space seemed like to be a popular one, although I'm not really sure what to do with space.
I know quite a bit about space, so
Fun. So
We can
maybe
do
we can do space. What do you guys say about space?
Ethan's history team. Elon, okay, so Elon Mustard, I can tell you about him right now. Elon Mustard, he looks like Elon Musk,
Batman, where's your parents?
but he also
Yes.
smells like mustard. And so my friend Krishna came up with Elon Mustard. So now whenever we walk into class, we just whisper to each other, Elon Mustard.
Andrew Tate. I hate you guys. Space, we're doing space, I guess.
Space, I can tap into deep sea stuff for a little
What-
bit. If
How
you
does
guys
that
want.
relate?
Whoever is asked about that, I can send you several like books and articles on that next
Oh,
time.
Jesus, my condolences.
Mhm.
Space, okay, we'll do space.
Albert Einstein,
Stereotype, that's interesting. No,
Ethan Poppy's Among Us.
no, space it is. We're doing space, end of story.
Space.
It's either you
I
guys
love
take
these
space or we're doing
suggestions, these
stories.
are funny. How I can change my voice to extremely masculine or extremely feminine. It really depends.
Okay, fine. We're doing space. I will
Hmm.
go into depth. I will go in depth about about Uranus. End of story. We're doing space.
Bruh, that sounds
everyone-
so wrong.
Everyone can leave. See you. Bye. Thanks for coming. Adios.
Goodbye.
You guys can leave. Be gone. Bye.
Gone.
Bye. Leave, please. Thank you for coming.
I just got one that says Ethan's Poppy's coffin.
Jesus Christ. They want you dead.
Oh, it's a good thing I'll probably be dead like 20-ish years.
Okay, enough. Ethan, let's go.
Yes. I shall see you tomorrow. We have our Spanish summit at the 2nd.
I know. We have our iOS second. Bye, Ethan.
All right. Bye, y'all. Bye, Nam.
Adios.
Adios, mis amigos.